Brothers and sisters, it is important that we realize that we are made in the image and likeness of God. Once we grasp just that we are made in the image and likeness of God, we can truly see the change that we have been called to make in the earth. Listen, we're made in the image and likeness of God. Think about this. Sometimes we have allowed how things look around us to deter us. These things have become deterrents. These things have become distractions. These things have taken us off of what God has called us. Listen, right now, I'm right in the middle of the city, right? And you're probably hearing the siren go off. You're probably hearing the noise of the cars. But guess what? I'm not worried about that, because I know specifically, right, that I am focused on giving just this word about being made in the image and likeness of God. We are made in the image and likeness of God, right? So we have been called to be great in the earth. That's not a catchphrase. It's not some kind of political term. But we've been called to breathe life in the earth. We know that in the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, it talks about how the earth moans, groans for the sons and daughters in the manifestation of God. The earth yearns for the sons and daughters of God to manifest who God is in the earth. So we are walking billboards of what God really is in the earth. So we have an assignment. We've been given the mission, right, to demonstrate who God is. How do we demonstrate who God is? By loving your neighbor, by loving your neighbor as you do yourself. Self-love, having love for yourself, taking care of God's temple, treating your temple with dignity and respect. Love. Hear that? Love is the key to demonstrating who God is in the earth. So we have got to become instruments of just exactly what love looks like. Love doesn't boast, it doesn't brag, it doesn't do none of that. It is pure from the heart. And so we've got a call, we've got a duty. We've got a duty to take care of the sick. We've got a duty to take care of the poor. We've got a duty to assist the unhoused population. We've got a duty. We've got a duty to be a voice for those that have been oppressed by all means of entities, whether if it's gun violence or whether it be through the signs of police brutality. We have been given a call of God to manifest who God is in the earth. We got to be instruments of love. That's how we become. That is how we demonstrate who God is in the earth. We got to have love for our brothers. We got to have love for our sisters. We have got to arise and shine and realize that we are made in the image and likeness of God. We, the body, us, you, I, have a responsibility. I know, look into the government, we keep looking to all these different entities, all these different places, and not realizing that we are the ones that are called to breathe life into the earth. We are the ones that are called to help the sick, to help the poor, to help the disabled, to help the seniors, to help those who can't pay for their medicines, to help those, to be a comfort to those who don't have families, to the orphans, to those that have been widowed. Listen, we have a call, we have a duty, and the call and the duty is for us to recognize that we are made in the image and likeness of God. We, you, I, we have a part. We have a part of the piece of this puzzle called the body. So listen, my brothers and sisters. We've got a great mission. we've got a great call. It's time for us. Stop this nonsense. Stop this nonsense. Stop this nonsense. Love your brother. Love your sister. There's no need to get mad or upset when you see your brother get promoted, or you see your sister getting elevated, you see your sister getting a car, you see your sister getting a promotion on the job, or you see somebody being elevated in ministry. King David did not worry about whether or not if he had a crowd around him when he took Goliath out. He just took Goliath out. Why? Why was he able to do that? How was he able to do that? He was able to do that simply because he realized that he was made in the image and likeness of God. He realized that the only thing that he needed was to have the power of God with him. The same thing that it took for Noah. Noah fulfilled his assignment. He told the people it was going to flood. People, they laughed, they did all these different things, right? But guess what, though? Despite what the people said, despite what they did, despite all of them making fun of him, guess what? He stayed true to what God called him to do. How was he able to do that? Because he realized that he was made in the image and likeness of God. When you realize that you're made in the image and likeness of God, you don't even worry about competition. Forks don't compete with spoons. Ostrich don't compete against geese. Ducks don't compete against eagles. Why? Because they realize what type of species that they are. Listen, you're made in the image and likeness of God. Let nothing, no one, nothing get in the way from you being what God called you to be. Peace and blessings.